Hello students, so we are going to solve a quadratic equation by factorization method. So let's go to the question. 6x squared minus equals to 7x plus 20. We have to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. So let's go to the solution. So we have 6x squared equals to 7x plus 20. So the first thing that comes to mind here is to rearrange on the left hand side. So we have 6x squared minus 7x minus 20. So rearrange on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you leave what? You leave 0. And on the right hand side, leave 0. Leaves 0. Gives us 0 on the right hand side. 0. So rearranging, we have 6x squared. Don't forget this is coming over here, minus 7x. And this is also coming over as well. That is minus 20. Then on the right hand side, just like I said, it gives nothing. That is 0. Then we can now what? We can now solve the equation by factorization. So how do we factorize this? Remember, the first step here is to multiply the first term by the last term. So we have 6x squared times what? Minus 20. And that will give what? Minus 120x squared. Are you getting it? So we have minus 20x squared. So we write out the middle term in the equation. The middle term is minus 7x. So we have the middle term and we have the product of term. Also note that the minus 120x squared is known as the product of the terms. Product of terms in the equation. While the middle terms is referred to as the sum of terms. Are you getting it now? So now we need to look for terms that are written in x. Terms that are written in x that will give us minus 120x squared, and when we take the same terms and we find the sum, we get minus 7x. So, but we can get that from the product. The product says minus 120. So, minus 120, if you go back to something like this, 120, then we begin to divide starting from 2, which will give us 60. 2 again will give us 30, 2 again will give us 15, and 2 cannot go further, so we go to the next number, 3. 3 here will give us 5, and of course 3 cannot go again, the next number should be 5, and that will give us 1. So here we have 5 numbers, but we need just 2 numbers or 2 terms. So we can go with 2, 2, 3, that is 8, that gives 8 on that side, and 3 and 5 here, that gives what? 15. So normally if I say 8 times 15, I get 120. But in the question, I'm supposed to have minus 120. So how about writing these 2 terms out? That is, I'm talking about writing 8 and writing 15 out. Then writing 8 out and 15. Then fixing the negative in front of one of the 2 numbers. So what if I give that to 15, and let's try that out. If I have 8 and I multiply by minus 15, definitely the answer is minus 120. But this time around, this one goes for what? For the product of terms. What if I take the same number, but this time around I'm adding to minus 15? This will also give minus 7. So the 2 numbers or terms I'm looking for are, I'm having what? I'm having 8, that's plus 8. Then you can apply x in terms of x now, and minus 15x. So these are the two terms I'm looking for. So having done this, I can replace 8x, this is the middle term rather, I can replace the middle term in the expression, replace the middle term, which is minus 7x by what? By plus 8x and minus 15x. So let's do that. So I have the equation 6x squared minus 7x minus 20 equals to 0. So now I would like to what? I would like to replace the middle term. So replacing the middle term, I have 6x squared. Instead of writing minus 7x, I will now write plus 8x minus 15x minus 20 equals to 0. So what's the next thing now? Pairing. We pair them together. So let's pair. I'll pair 6x squared and 8x. I'll pair 15x and minus 20. So pairing, and then what's the next thing to do now is to factorize. So pairing and then factorize. So let's factorize. Factorizing this expression, we have 6x. Let me do that again. Factorizing this expression, we look at the bracket. What is common in that bracket should be 2, because 2 can divide 6 and can divide 8. And what is common again as a common factor there is x, because x appears in both. So 2x is common. So I bring this out. So I have 2 in 6, that is 3. Then I still have one more x, or an x available there. So we have this times this will give you 6, and this times this will give you what? X squared. So I've been able to factorize that expression. Been able to factorize the expression there. Then I go to the next one, plus. Then here I have 2 in 8, which is what? 4. Then I close the brackets. So I've been able to factorize this expression in the first bracket. I go to the next bracket there too. I have minus on the outside. What's common in this bracket should be what? 5. Because 5 can divide 15 and can divide 20 on the other side as well. So bringing 5 out here, I have, open a bracket. What do I have here? 5 goes in 15, will give me 3, followed by x. Then don't forget, minus times minus here will give you the sign we're going to write here, which is what? The plus sign. So plus what? 5 goes in 20, that will give me 4. So what do you notice? You observe that what you have in the first part, in the bracket of the first part, is what you have in the bracket of the second part. So we pick one of those and we write it, then we combine the one on the outside in the first part, which is 2x, and the one here, which is 2x minus 5, equals to 0. So we are not done yet. We have to solve this equation for x. So let's solve it for x now. So we say either 3x plus 4 equals to 0, or 2x minus 5 equals to what? 0. So we have on this side 3x. We stay. We take this to the other side. It becomes what? It becomes 0 plus 4. So 3x equals to 0 plus 4 will give us 4. Then dividing both sides by 3, we get what? We get x equals to 4 over 3 on this side. Then we can come to the other side where we have 2x stays on this side, and minus 5 goes to the other side. It becomes 0 plus 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. So we have 2x equals to what? 5. Dividing both sides by 2 as well, we have x available to us as what? As 5 all over 2. 5 over 2. Remember, you can still simplify this answer further on both sides. You can say this answer is the same thing as 1 whole number, 1 over 3. And this answer as well is the same thing as 2 whole number, that should be 1 over what? 1 over 2. So, and you can leave the answer in decimal form as well. So, these are the solution, or this is the solution to this question, and I hope you've been able to learn one or two things from this method of factorization, finding the solution to a quadratic equation. So, see you in the next couple of videos. Bye bye.